Hi everybody, welcome to this SMB Growth Seminar. Now, we have been seeing in various modules how to make your business grow, how to look into new markets, how to select a channel partner, how to go to a new territory. Fine. So wherever you go, there is this guy called competition going to follow you. So in this particular module, let us see how to manage competition in new and emerging markets, which is an important factor in the business, right? Can you avoid competition? Yes, you cannot avoid competition. Difficult, right? But I will say it is not impossible. It is possible, but there is something called blue ocean strategy. Yes, if you adopt blue ocean strategy, there is no competitor around you. That is possible, but it is expensive, and very soon even the blue ocean becomes red ocean. That means full of competitors. So the answer is, there is a small story. It goes simple. It's as simple as this. When two friends go to the forest, when a bear comes right in front of them, one of them starts wearing a shoe. When the other person makes fun of him, why is wearing a shoe when the bear is coming to attack them? He said, my dear friend, I had to run not as fast as the bear, but I had to only run faster than you. In other words, all you need to do is you have to run faster than your competition. But you cannot avoid the competition. You have to just run faster than your competition is going to be your task. So this is what I would say. Yes, possible to avoid competition. It can be very expensive. Sometimes may not be possible. So most of the time you have to manage and be ahead of the competition should be our mantra. Let me show one picture, one of the best analysis ever. It is called Porter 5-Force analysis. These points what is listed by him can seriously affect your competitiveness. Just go through some of the points. It can be bargaining power of your suppliers, cost can go up. Bargaining power of customers, price can come down. Competitive rivalry, there is bloodbath. There is threat of substitutes, you could be replaced. Threat of new entrants, all the angles you are in trouble. So all these factors, market factors or what is happening around you can affect your competitiveness directly. So of course, this 5-Force analysis is suitable even with the changing times any day. I would ask you a question, what is the biggest challenge? If you ask me, I would say, first of all, locating your competition. Many SMEs, we don't even know where is our competition, right? Or who is our competition. We are doing our job sincerely, but do you know where is your competition or who is your competition? Remember, many times the competition may not be foreseen. Sometimes you may not be able to foresee. It may suddenly appear, competition. Maybe from your state. Earlier it used to be competition means around my area. If I am in Bangalore, the competition around me is the competition. Maybe later on, maybe only in my state, maybe in my country. Now it can be from anywhere, right? It's a connected world. The competition may come from anywhere to you. And he may be lurking online, right? You don't know. It's a connected world. It's an online world. So your customer may buy from anybody in online. You may not be the supplier anymore to him. He can be in any corner of the world, or he may be right next to your next street. So you don't know. So basically one of the biggest tasks for any organization would be to identify who is your competitor and where is he. This will be, if you ask me, one of the first tasks for any industry. So if I ask you, how do you look for your competitors? Can you tell me maybe 2 or 3 more methods? How do you look, or how don't you identify, or where do you identify your competitors? Normally market research is used for finding customers. Please also use it for finding your competitors. That will help you a lot. So market research from outsiders or your sales team is one way to find out where is your competitor or who is your competitor. Many times, remember, the customer himself may share with you, if your relationship is good, who are your competitor, or your dealer or your channel partner certainly will share you the information, right? Or when you participate in a tender, obviously nowadays everybody will know who are the other participants in the tender. That means they are your competitors in your business. Now e-commerce platforms available, Google search available, social media available, government website give you detail as to who could be. Now, social media is a beautiful place where you will get a lot of information about your competitor, what he is doing, what are the plus and minus of him. You will get everything. That's very much possible. Industry bodies, association, clubs, everything will give you details about what you are looking at. That is your competitors. So, now you identified existing competitor. Do you know future competitions can come, because anytime anything can change. How will you identify who are going to be your potential or your future competitors? That is also very important. Please go through FTAs, free trade agreements, MOUs signed by governments, investor meets. That means anytime from abroad people may enter into our country. Both for investment, that means that more competitors will come, or maybe directly somebody may import from abroad. So this will give you some idea as to who could be your potential future competition. Any new startup coming with same or similar as your product or improved type of your product, that means in future the startup can be your competitor. So please do attend if you are a part of any network, business network forum or business meeting, please do attend all of them, but keep your ears to the ground. You will come to know who are the competitors around or who can be your future competition for you soon. Basically, keep looking out for the long term, keep observing carefully, but better list down who are going to be your potential competition. Just don't look at only present day competition. Always look for who is going to be your competition in the future. That is, be ready for the competition who is yet to emerge. That also becomes very important. Yes, competitors identified. What do you next? Here comes the most important. Many times it can be so happening that, sir, I know my competitor, I know list of my competitors, know what I should do next. I would say, identify your closest 3 competitors. You can't be fighting with everybody. Identify 3 competitors who are closest to you, who are very near to you, or who are just above you, or you are very close to them. Identify 3 of them. Compare your 5 P's with the competitor's 5 P. I think in marketing terminology, all of us should be knowing or will be knowing what is this 5 P I am talking of. What do you think are this 5 P? Remember our old marketing theory, it still holds good to this extent. So you know what are the 5 P's, right? So make a chart. Your 5 P's, what are they? Your product, your pricing, your positioning, your people, whatever your 5P on one side, your competitor's 5P on the other side. Compare where do you stand versus your competitor. Remember, you cannot avoid, you cannot eliminate, you can only manage the competition by being ahead of him. What you are doing is all step towards it. Again, I am coming to my very famous USP. What is your USP? So assume your competitor has an USP. You are an also ran. Matlab, yes, I am also producing or I am also giving the service everybody else is giving. No. To beat the competition or to run ahead of the competition, what do you have as a unique selling proposition? It could be anything. Do you have one? If you don't have, then develop one. What is your IDA versus competitor IDA? I'm seeing in a different way. All of us know IDA, right? Awareness, interest, desire and action. I'm just juxtaposing in a different way. You list down how do you get your business, what is the awareness you create, what is the interest you create, what is the desire you create, what action you make your customer to take with regard to your product. Also analyze how your competition handling is IDA, how he is creating awareness, how he is creating interest, how is making sure desire is made for the customer to buy, how finally is making this customer to buy his product. What is the difference? How you are doing, how he is doing, how you can improve. This is another way of addressing the competition. Remember, this is not a one-time exercise. This is very, very important. It can't be done once in a year, like a business plan, and then you forget for 6 months. The way how business is emerging and changing, if you ask me, I would say please do it every 3 months, minimum. Every 3 months, exact competition analysis you are doing, top management down. That is very important. Another tool which is very famous, which can possibly never fail, is SWOT analysis. We discussed about it earlier in another module. I'm just bringing it up here. What is it? Strength, weakness, opportunity, threat. SWOT you can do in many contexts, in many layers, for many purposes. For competition analysis, I would suggest what is your strength, weakness, opportunity, threat. Same way, what is your competitors? SWOT. Where do you compare? Where you can win, where he can win. How you can negate his strength, how you can use his weakness, what are the threats both of you have, what are the opportunities both of you have, how you can manage him, where you are stronger, where he is weaker. This analysis is very important. Again, I am telling you cannot do it once in lifetime, but you have to do maybe every quarter to all your key competitors. If not everybody, at least to the key competitors, you have to do this SWOT analysis. I am just asking you, have you ever done this analysis before? Maybe you have done in a different context, but I am suggesting you do this for managing competition also. Now, how do you keep ahead of the competition? You have been doing a lot of analysis, collecting data, seeing who is the competitor, doing some basic research. Coming back to my favorite three-letter word called USP. Nothing can be better than USP to keep ahead of the competition. That's the only way the customer is going to be attracted. You look at your competitor, he's going to look at you, he's going to ask, hey, what you guys have got something special for me. You say, I am also like him, he is also like me. Then one of you are going to lose. So what is your USP? If you don't have any USP, please develop one. I mean, it's a very, very basic and important aspect of how to keep ahead of the competition. Remember, you never sell to a company. Your product, you never sell to a company. You are selling to a person, right? If you are selling a product to a company, there is some person who is buying that product, who is taking a decision to buy your product. So, always have a good relationship. You have to be ahead of competition. If you have a good relationship with your customer, as a one-on-one, it will help you in the long run. It's very important. Many people ignore it. As long as you get the order, purchase order got, you give them. It is like more of a very mechanical way of relating to a customer. Please have a personal rapport, personal relationship to that person who is in that company, customer's company. Very important. Remember, never sell a product. Never sell a product. Then what to sell? Always sell a solution. You are not here to sell a product. If you want to be ahead of your competition, please remember you are selling a solution. Then what is a solution? A solution is something which is solving your customer's pain. The pain could be quality pain, lead time pain, or price pain, or branding pain. You may want to buy only from some branding, could be. Or you are looking for somebody who can supply with agility. It can be anything. So it is important that you solve one of his problem, customer's pain point. That means you are selling a solution. Simply don't go and push your product. In that way, you can never be ahead of the competition. Remember, innovation is the key. Innovation is the key. Keep innovating. We'll see this in the later one of the modules. But innovation is the key. Please remember this. If you have all this, or if you have at least 2 or 3 of them, you can be ahead of the competition. Always keep looking at it. I always ask, why you have to manage competition? Why you have to fight with competition? Let me share some of the little bit more strategic moves. Why not have a strategic alliance? Instead of fighting, why not form an alliance? You look into history books, you look into economics or what is happening around the world, look around, you will find there are no permanent enemies in business too. Why not form alliance with your so-called competitors? A win-win situation. Why you are always thinking how to fight, how to manage him? Why not join hands with him and maybe cover a bigger market? It's a win-win situation, right? There are always small segments which are unattended. Always look for one. Maybe your competitor also has missed out. Please look out. Tell your marketing team, you also look out for some segments which is not yet directly addressed by any of you. Please go there. That will also help you to manage the competition. Always use technology to make your product and process attractive. So, to manage the strategic, it is not directly fighting with your, say, competitor, but you are creating and using a technology in your product or process to make the whole thing attractive to your customer. Your customer comes to your factory or your facility. I mean, you should be amazed. Oh, this is how we are using technology. It could be simple technology, but that will be attractive. So, instead of again fighting competition, why not make your process and product more technology oriented? Remember, the ocean becomes red, look for blue ocean. If the competitors are too many, if it's becoming really hot, then look for where there are no competitors. That means you have to innovate and come out with something totally new with a new USP where you are the only man around. But as we saw in the very first slide, very difficult. So better to take care of all other things instead of creating a blue ocean for you. Remember, you cannot run away from the competition forever. Impossible, right? You cannot run away. You can manage. Wherever you go, the competitor is going to follow. So please don't run away from the competitor. Manage him and if possible, make a strategic alliance with him. And thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. For any implementation support and hand-holding on this subject, please do reach out to me. My mobile number is there, my email ID is there, and my website is also there. Looking forward to hearing from you. Thank you so much.